G'day all and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about something that a lot of people ask when they get a new transmitter, and that's battery life. Specifically, we're going to look at battery options for the RadioMaster TX15, but this will also work for the TX16 as well. We're going to talk about what batteries you can run in this, and the ones I've been using recently that seem to get some really good runtime with this unit. If you're like me and you don't want to be charging your transmitter every day, this might be something worth looking at. So in this video I'm going to show you the battery types the TX15 supports, the 18650 cells that I'm using, the runtimes I'm getting, and how it compares to my previous transmitter. So let's jump into it. Hope you enjoy the video. One of the things I like about the RadioMaster TX15 is that it gives you multiple battery options. You're not locked in to just one battery type. This transmitter can run a 2-cell LiPo pack, two 18650 lithium-ion batteries, or even 21700 lithium-ion batteries, which can go up to anywhere up to 5000 milliamp in capacity, and customizable so you can make your own batteries. That flexibility is great because different pilots want different things. Some people want maximum runtime, while others might prefer something lighter that's quick and easy to charge. Personally, I like the 18650 lithium options because they're easy to replace, easy to charge, and you can get some really high capacity batteries. So the batteries I'm using in my TX15 are the XTAR 18650 4000 milliamp button top lithium ion batteries. And the reason I chose these is pretty simple. First of all, they fit perfectly into the battery holder that comes with the transmitter. There's no modification needed, and the button top batteries make solid connections with the springs inside, so they're not going to slip out. They pop in and stay in there very firmly. Installation is literally just drop them in and you're ready to go. According to XTAR, these batteries are rated at 4000 milliamp in capacity, around 10 amp maximum discharge, high energy density lithium-ion chemistry is used in the cells. They're also designed with multiple safety protections, which is also always nice when you're running lithium-ion cells in any device. Now in a transmitter like this, we're not pulling huge current loads, so what really matters here is the capacity. And 4000 milliamp per cell gives you plenty of runtime potential. So how do these actually perform? Honestly, I've been really impressed with these so far. With normal flying sessions, I regularly get around 3 to 4 days of use before I even think about charging the transmitter again. And even after that amount of use, they still feel like there's plenty of battery left in them. Now that's not obviously continuous use. That's typical flying sessions over several flying days at the field. But compared to some of the other batteries I've used in other radios before, the runtime has definitely been a lot better with using these batteries. Now another thing that might be helping the battery life too with this is my Express LRS power settings. On my transmitter I run at Express LRS adaptive power. And what that means is the transmitter automatically adjusts the power output depending on the signal conditions. Since I'm usually flying locally at my field, the radio doesn't have to run at full power most of the time, so it spends a lot of time running low power levels while I'm flying above myself, which obviously helps stretch the battery life quite a bit. Now I actually haven't tested these running the transmitter at full constant power yet. That's something I plan to experiment with in the future just to see what the difference in battery life would be. And once I've done that, I will update you all and let you know how that one goes ahead. Before the TX15, I was flying with the FrSky Taranis X9D, a great radio which I've had for many years, and it's still a great radio today. That radio used to use a modified 3500 milliamp LiPo battery in the back. It was upgraded from the nickel metal hydride that it had in it. And from memory, the battery on that transmitter was definitely shorter than this one. I would usually get maybe 2 days of flying at very most with the battery before it was completely flat and needed recharging. and that was with very similar flying sessions at the same field. So switching to the TX15 with these 4000 milliamp cells has definitely been a noticeable improvement. Now these XTAR batteries are really working well for me, but they're not the only option. You could also try higher capacity 21700 cells and make your own batteries for this radio. Other higher capacity 18650 cells, although 4000 milliamp were one of the biggest ones that I've found in the 18650s. Or you could even try a 2-cell LiPo pack, which will go in the back. Each option will have slightly different advantages depending on what you're looking for. But for me personally, these 4000 milliamp 18650s seem like a really nice balance of capacity, convenience and runtime. Overall, these 18650s from XTAR, they've been performing really well in the TX15 so far. Getting 3 to 4 days of flying use before needing to recharge is pretty impressive for a transmitter, and that 3 and 4 days is an easy 3 to 4 days with possible another day included in that if I really wanted to push it. And the fact that they fit perfectly into the included battery holder makes them really easy to use. I'll keep testing these over time, and if anything changes with performance I'll definitely let you all know. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out these batteries. XTAR also has other batteries in their lineup, so there might be other stuff in there that suits you even better. Just have a bit of a look. Also, if you're running a RadioMaster TX15 or similar radio, let me know in the comments what batteries you're using and how your battery life has been in that. Thank you all for watching and happy flying, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.